Welcome back again, friends. Good to be meditating together. Let's open our session with an invocation to the lineage of gurus. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, dearest friend, beloved God, great masters of self-realization, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Maharshai, Swami Sri Yukteswar, beloved Guru Paramhansa Yogananda Ji, great saints and sages of all traditions, we humbly invoke your presence. Be with us in meditation tonight. Divine Mother, awaken your love in me and teach me to awaken that love in all. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace. Amen. So, I wanted to pick up where we left off from last week's exploration, where we were practicing inviting inspiration into our lives. And I wanted to also continue talking about invoking and deciding and attuning to inner happiness, as well as talking about enthusiasm. Oftentimes, myself as an example, as an artist, I've found myself getting very enthusiastic about ideas and projects in the moment, and looking back later, realizing that they weren't such great ideas after all, even though I felt very enthusiastic in the moment. So I wanted to practice together with teachings from Paramhansa Yogananda and our teachers at Ananda that we've been inspired by here in the group, to be able to practice being able to tell the difference between lower and higher inspiration, and also to be able to learn to invoke enthusiasm and to be able to channel that through the will, so that when we are fully being inspired by higher inspiration, that we can invoke this enthusiasm that will drive us to be able to do incredible things. Another important thing is to be humble when we're using this practice, when we're attuning to inspiration in our lives, to be humble and also to listen to others, to never get so caught up in our own mind and our own enthusiasm that we don't listen to other people, and that we falsely say that we're being inspired by our higher self or some sort of inner calling, when we're only listening to our egos. When our egos are involved, we can make a lot of mistakes. And so we'll learn about knowing the difference and being able to be humble. Something that we're learning in one of our classes recently is that inspiration not only comes from your own mind, your higher self can speak to you through anyone and anything. So in listening to others, you can be receiving inspiration. You can receive inspiration through people, through animals, through the television, through the radio. So listening to others is very important, and not just getting caught up in our own ideas. And if someone tells us that something we're very enthusiastic about is a very lousy idea, we shouldn't get defensive and hang on to it because it's our idea. We can get used to practicing this together. So I wanted to read a couple of quotes or phrases from Swami Kriyananda. The first is on inspiration. He says, "Inspiration is of two kinds: the rediscovery or rearrangement of thoughts that already exist in the subconscious mind, and the sudden appearance of new thoughts or new insights from the superconscious. The higher inspiration certainly is more to be desired than the lower, for it is based in truth and not in imagination. It is not always easy, however, to recognize the difference between lower and higher inspiration, particularly when the lower is vitalized by the emotions. When inspiration comes, receive it with calm love and see whether, untouched by emotion, its impulse grows stronger or weaker. Love is the water that nourishes true inspiration. And in my meditation, I've also been using an affirmation on enthusiasm. These are more words by Swami Kriyananda on enthusiasm. He says, "Enthusiasm is the spirit of joy channeled through the power of the will. If we want to know joy, we must live always in the full expectation of it. Not even earthly happiness can come to those who demand it glumly or who work for it with their eyes to the ground. To achieve happiness, one must work with happiness. To achieve divine joy, one must be keenly enthusiastic in everything one does. Never presume, never brush aside that subtle feeling of doubt which attends false emotional enthusiasm. Try always to let God's joy express itself through you. Thus, your enthusiasm will grow, eventually to become His joy." In this meditation, we'll be practicing a technique called Hong-Sau. This is a technique for developing concentration and for feeling calmness. And we'll also be using measured breathing, where we'll be inhaling to a count of 8, holding to a count of 8, exhaling to a count of 8. We'll also be using a simple breathing technique to relax and release the tension in the body. It's very simple. It's a double inhalation, tensing all the muscles in the body with low, medium, high energy, vibrating, and exhaling, relax. High, medium, low, relaxing, releasing, letting go of all the tension in the body. And then after the techniques, we'll be dropping the techniques and we'll be learning to attune to the qualities that go beyond the limitations of the body. We'll be learning to feel peace, calmness, love, joy. You can attune to wisdom. You can see light at the spiritual eye. You can hear the sound of Om. You can attune to power. In this meditation, we'll also practice attuning to our inner guru. And like Ram Dass says, even if you have never met your guru is there. Everybody has a guru. And if you don't think you have a guru, I'll lend you mine. So tonight, if you don't think you have a guru, you can use mine, Paramhansa Yogananda, who's pictured here in the bottom right hand of the screen. This will allow us to attune to our higher self and allow us to gain assistance in our meditation. So let's begin with an affirmation for enthusiasm as we begin our meditation together. Firstly, we'll be using or repeating this affirmation with a loud, energetic voice. Secondly, with a normal speaking voice. Thirdly, whispering and making your concentration even more focused. The fourth time, silently. The fifth time, silently with even deeper concentration, aiming to lift your consciousness into super consciousness. until your soul aware into your soul awareness, so that the thoughts become deeply, deeply embedded in all levels of your body, mind, and soul. So, repeating after me, first with a loud, energetic voice. In everything I do, my enthusiasm soars to embrace infinity.
My enthusiasm soars to embrace infinity.
With a normal speaking voice, in everything I do, my enthusiasm soars to embrace infinity.
My enthusiasm soars to embrace infinity.
Now whispering, in everything I do, my enthusiasm soars to embrace infinity. Now silently, in everything I do, my enthusiasm soars to embrace infinity. In everything I do, my enthusiasm soars to embrace infinity. And now this prayer, silently saying this prayer. O perfect bliss, guide me that I express thee through my every feeling. May my enthusiasm be a channel for thy joy. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace. Now, sitting in a comfortable place with our back in a straight line, palms upturned at the junction of the legs and the belly. Feeling the spine straighten. Feel as if your head is being pulled up by a magnet, straightening the spine. Pressing your shoulder blades together just a bit there. Relaxing. And now let's begin with a double inhalation, and we'll be tensing the body and we'll be vibrating with energy, and then double exhale, throwing out the breath, and relax. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Now inhale and tense. Low, medium, high, vibrating with energy, feeling energy being drawn into the body. Exhale, relax. Inhale intense. Low, medium, high, drawing in energy, vibrating. Exhale. Relax, release. Inhale intense. Low, medium, high, vibrating with energy. Exhale, relax. Releasing, relaxing the body. Letting go of all tension. Putting aside all cares and worries. Releasing the thoughts of the day. We've carved out this time together to practice training the mind, to practice attuning to the higher qualities, practice dissolving the ego. The more we dissolve the ego, the less limited we are by these physical bodies. So let's begin now with some rounds of measured breathing, where we'll be inhaling to a count of 8, holding to a count of 8, and then exhaling to a count of 8. So take a deep breath in, and all the way out. Now inhaling slowly. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. 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 Hold. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And breathing normally. Now begin to notice the breath. Begin noticing the sensation of the breath. Feel the sensation of the breath in the nose. Locate where in the nose you feel that sensation most. Perhaps you feel it in the nostrils or a bit higher. Wherever you feel the breath, begin to notice that on the inhalation, the breath feels a bit cool. And on the exhalation, a bit warm. And letting the breath come and go naturally, not controlling it, but letting the breath come and go as if it were waves on a seashore. Coming and going. Becoming more and more relaxed with each breath. Becoming more and more conscious of the breath with each inhale, with each exhale. Feeling that sensation. And if you feel the breath in the nostrils, consciously now move that sensation upwards to the bridge of the nose, feeling that you are breathing in and out through the bridge of the nose, where the nose meets the skull. Noticing the breath, feeling a bit warm on the exhale and cool on the inhale. Zooming in. All of your awareness is at the feeling of the breath. Becoming more and more relaxed with each breath. coming and going. Now becoming more and more relaxed. Let's move that sensation up again, just slightly now from the bridge of the nose to the point between the eyebrows. Feel now that the breath is coming and going from this point, the spiritual eye. Feeling the sensation a bit cool on the inhale. With sensitivity, noticing the breath a bit warm on the exhale. And now let's add the mantra Hong-Sau. Mentally chanting Hong on the inhalation and Sa on the exhalation. Invoking your determination and your enthusiasm now. In everything I do, my enthusiasm soars to embrace infinity. Let your enthusiasm for the practice soar to embrace infinity. Nothing is more important in this moment. Concentration, focus, allowing your inner guru to help you, inviting that spirit, the higher self, to help you focus. If you're familiar with the right index finger technique, you can add that now. This mantra, Hong-Sau, is a mantrified Sanskrit, meaning I am He, I am Spirit. Focusing completely at the spiritual eye, feeling the breath, cool and warm there. Becoming spirit. Becoming unidentified with the physical body. Mentally chanting Hong-Sau. becoming more and more relaxed with each breath. Feeling as if the breath is making the sounds of the mantra deep within you. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, feeling the breath cool and warm at that point. Invigorating your enthusiasm. Yogananda tells us that Hong-Sau is a very powerful technique for developing concentration, and that with concentration we can heal our minds. Feel your mind healing as you focus on the techniques. Find your mind has drifted, gently return to the mantra. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, feeling the breath, cool and warm, coming and going from that point. Now let's meditate undistracted for 30 seconds. Now, letting go of the mantra, letting go of the focus on the breath. Take in a deep breath as if you were breathing in through your heart. Hold the breath. Feel the energy gathering in the heart center. Feel that energy there. And now move that energy up through your throat, up to the base of the brain, the medulla oblongata, curving towards the spiritual eye. 3 exhales from that point. Gaze uplifted to to the point between the eyebrows. Keeping the focus there. Now, let's invite our inner guru to help us. Feel now that your inner guru is holding the reins of your mind, and he can command the senses. Your inner guru is holding the reins of the mind now and commanding the sense of sight to be focused at the spiritual eye. Feel now that that sense of sight is being held gently there at the spiritual eye. Gaze uplifted. Your inner guru is very happy to help. Feel yourself attuning now to that divine assistance. Holding the gaze at the point between the eyebrows. Your inner guru now is holding the reins of your mind and directing the feeling sense, the chitta, the sense of feeling, and is now withdrawing the feeling, the chitta, from going out to the body, withdrawing the feeling sensation. The feeling senses are being withdrawn from the body into the heart center in the astral spine. Feel that your guru is now magnetically drawing in the feeling sense, pulling that energy, drawing it into the heart center. Feeling that energy withdrawing from the body. Your inner guru is holding your gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Drawing the feeling sense to the heart. Feel the energy gathering now in the heart center. Feeling that energy withdrawing from the limbs, withdrawing from the body, gathering in the heart. Feel a vibration there in the heart. Your inner guru is holding the reins of your mind, holding the gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Feel now this energy that is being withdrawn from the physical body into the heart center. Feeling that energy now moving up from the heart, up through the throat, up to the base of the brain, curving towards the spiritual eye. Seeing or imagining a light there at the point between the eyebrows as your inner guru holds the reins of your mind, commands the sense of sight to be focused at the spiritual eye. Feeling the energy being withdrawn from the body into the heart center. Begin to notice now a feeling in the heart. It's radiating from the heart. Begin to notice that feeling, that vibration now, as an experience of peace. Peace that passes all understanding. Feel this emanation of peace from your heart center. This feeling of peace is growing stronger as the chitta, the feeling sense, is being more and more withdrawn from the body. This feeling of peace is becoming stronger. This feeling of peace is like the peace of a night sky, the stars above, the full moon. Begin to notice that peaceful sensation emanating from the heart. And now, as that peaceful vibration emanates from the heart, your inner guru still holding gently, firmly, the gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Continue feeling this energy moving up through the heart, up through the throat, up to the base of the brain, gathering the spiritual eye. See or imagine a light there. Continuing to feel this energy withdrawing from the body, moving into the heart. Your inner guru is withdrawing this energy from the body, helping the body to become moved into a state of suspended animation. Energy is withdrawing from the body, collecting, moving into the heart, moving upwards to the spiritual eye. Your guru is gently holding your gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, withdrawing this energy from the body, bringing it to the heart center. Feeling a vibration in the heart center. Begin to notice this feeling, this vibration in the heart, as a feeling of calmness. And calmness is different from peace in that it is dynamic. That this reality of calmness exists beyond the physical universe. This feeling of calmness is omnipresent, eternal, and always available no matter what is going on in the world around us. Begin to feel this sensation of calmness in the heart, feeling it emanating from the heart and filling your entire body. Every fiber of your being now is being permeated by this calm vibration. Inner Guru still holding your gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. As your gaze is uplifted at the spiritual eye and you're feeling this calmness in the heart, mentally begin chanting Om, Om, Om at the spiritual eye. feeling this calmness permeate your being. Om, Om, Om. Enjoying this calm energy, enjoying this connection. As you chant Om at the spiritual eye, feel that you are offering your love at the spiritual eye. Feel that you are offering this love to the divine source, to God. In India, God is described as Sat-Chit Ananda, consciousness, truth, bliss. Yogananda defines it as ever-present, all-pervading, ever-new bliss. This is our true reality, and we can merge with this bliss. Everything is a manifestation of bliss and love. Offer your love at the spiritual eye, chanting Om, 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 as your inner guru holds your gaze uplifted there and is still drawing in this energy, withdrawing it from the body, pulling it into the heart. Feeling now in the heart this energy transforming from calmness into a feeling of love. Swami Kriyananda tells us that God's love is always flowing to us, and it is we by our love who must complete the circuit. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, chanting Om, 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 offering your love and receiving love in the heart. Feeling this love energy vibrating, permeating, emanating from your heart. Feel that there's light, this love energy is glowing diamond light, growing, building from your heart, filling your body and every fiber of your being with glowing love, light energy. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, chanting Om, 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 offering your love. This light energy is amplified as you receive this love. Yogananda tells us that if you only knew how much God loves you, you would die for joy. Offer yourself and die into that joy as you feel this love energy in the heart. Feel that this love energy is becoming so powerful and so bright that the edges of your body becoming blurred, and this light is spilling out in all directions, filling the room with light. Expanding now and filling the neighborhood with light. This love energy is expanding, transforming into bliss. Feeling this love energy in the heart, feeling it emanating from there. Expanding now, this light is filling the city or the neighborhood that you're in, the province that you're in, the state that you're in. Expanding and filling the country that you're in. Feel it growing, spreading rapidly, exponentially. Expanding this light energy, feeling this love, this bliss, offering your love at the spiritual eye. Om, Om, Om. Seeing this light expand to wrap the globe in iridescent rainbow light. The planet is healing. Oceans, lakes, rivers restored. Air quality purified. All beings are nourished, becoming more loving, more joyful, elevating their frequency, healing all creatures, all beings, all atoms vibrating at a higher frequency. This glowing light energy wrapping the globe. And now feel that your body is at the center of this light energy. Your heart is in the center. See 1,000,000 miles of white light in front of you. 1,000,000 miles of white light behind you. 1,000,000 miles of white light to your left. 1,000,000 miles of white light to your right. 1,000,000 miles of white light below you. 1,000,000 miles of white light above you. At the center of this diamond light energy, expanding now. Feel that your body, the field of energy that is your body, is the infinite universe of this white light. The tiny sphere of Earth is floating within you. All planets, all stars, all galaxies, solar systems are floating within your own one being. Feeling that you are merging with this love and this bliss that is your true nature. Feeling this true enthusiasm, this true joy, this true love, beyond language, beyond the intellect. Feeling it healing every fiber of your being, nourishing you, elevating your consciousness. Chanting Om, Om, Om at the spiritual eye as your inner guru lovingly holds your gaze there. Feeling this expanded light, now call to mind those close to you, your loved ones, anyone in need of healing energy, perhaps one person or multiple. Perhaps they're in need of physical, mental, or spiritual healing. Call to mind those loved ones now. Pull them into this bright white light, this healing energy. See them now, the spiritual eye, bathed in this light. See them happy and free. See them free from their suffering. Seeing them there, say their names mentally, feeling them being nourished. Feeling them becoming free of suffering. Whatever challenge, difficulty they're going through, feel them learning and growing, being grateful. Grateful for the experience that they've learned and grown, and allowing it to be let go. See them happy and free. Feel that they are happy and free. And now, let's expand our awareness to include everyone in our neighborhood. Seeing them happy and free, feeling this nourishing vibration of love and joy, and now expanding and healing everyone in your city, and now expanding, nourishing, healing everyone in your state or your province. Expanding this healing energy out to nourish everyone in your country. And now, sending this energy out and healing the entire planet, expanding out into the infinite universe, all beings, all creatures, with the palms together in front of the heart, repeating this prayer after me, and then we'll chant Om 3 times. Repeating after me, Divine Mother,
Divine Mother,
Thou art omnipresent.
Thou art omnipresent.
Thou art in all Thy children.
Thou art in all Thy children.
Manifest Thy healing presence
Manifest Thy healing presence
in all bodies,
in all bodies,
minds, and souls.
and souls.
Rubbing the hands together, taking in a deep breath, chanting Om. Feeling all bodies and minds becoming free. All souls becoming free. Om. Peace. Amen. And now, let's take a few moments together, sitting in this meditative state, connecting with our higher self, our inner guru, let's invite true inspiration into our lives. Perhaps there's something that you're looking for inspiration for in your life right now. Perhaps creative project. Perhaps a question or a decision that you need to make. Let's practice inviting inspiration and feeling that inspiration now with an affirmation. Let's repeat this affirmation together now 5 times in the same way that we did at the beginning. So first, with a loud, energetic voice, repeating after me. I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
In calmness I receive inspiration.
In calmness I receive inspiration.
From my higher self.
From my higher self.
And now, with a normal speaking voice, I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
In calmness I receive inspiration.
In calmness I receive inspiration.
From my higher self.
From my higher self.
And now, whispering, I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
In calmness I receive inspiration from my higher self.
In calmness I receive inspiration from my higher self.
And now silently, I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within. In calmness I receive inspiration from my higher self. And lastly, silently again, aiming to lift your consciousness into superconsciousness, into your soul awareness, so that these thoughts become deeply, deeply embedded in all levels of your body, mind, and souls. Repeating silently, I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within. In calmness I receive inspiration from my higher self. Now mentally saying this prayer, O Spirit, Thou art all truth. In Thee lies the solution to my every need. Inspire me now, Lord. Show me which path to follow of the many that lie before me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, remaining in this calm state, inviting this inspiration. In calmness, I receive inspiration from my higher self. In whatever way feels right, communicate with that inner guru, that higher self, asking for inspiration. Inspiration to come. And this inspiration doesn't always come in a flash. We're inviting it now. This inspiration may come to us later on in some way, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, maybe tonight, maybe in a flash. We're inviting this inspiration now into our lives to guide us, and then holding that thought up to the calmness within. When inspiration comes, we receive it with calm love and see whether, untouched by emotion, its impulse grows stronger or weaker. Love is the water that nourishes true inspiration. Divine Mother, great masters of self-realization, help us, guide us in every situation. Help us to go beyond the ego and attune ourselves to true inspiration. We seek inspiration, the inspiration that is the spirit of joy channeled through the power of the will. We want to know joy, and we want to live always with the full expectation of that joy. We want to achieve divine joy, and we want to be keenly enthusiastic in everything we do. We'll never brush aside the subtle feeling of doubt which attends false enthusiasm. We will try always to let God's joy express itself through us. Let our enthusiasm grow, eventually to become your joy. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace. Amen.